World War II and How It Changed the World by Tacoma Campbell. On September 1st, 1939, Hitler invaded Poland from the west. This is what started World War II, the tragic event that caused pain and sorrow to many people around the world.
You set off a dream in me, getting louder now. Can you hear it echoing? Take my hand.
Hitler wanted power. He also wanted the world to know and to see how great he was, and he wanted to make many lives miserable. He made sure that France and Britain got really angry too, so he then invaded Russia. When France and Britain declared war on Germany, Hitler was pleased with himself because he wanted to show France and Britain how powerful he really was. Hitler wanted to show how powerful he was when he made over 40,000 concentration camps around Europe. Concentration camps were made for Nazis to kill Jews and ruin their lives. They would kill them in brutal ways such as torturing, putting them in gas chambers, or even using a human oven to burn them to death. Sometimes they just shot them if they did not do something right. Most of the people were Jews, the rest were a different religion or prisoners of war. But Germany had a great superpower. He thought that Germany was ashamed for losing the first war. Towards the end of the conflict, things started to die down until December 7, 1941. On December 7, 1941, Japan led a surprise attack on Pearl Harbor. The Japanese Chief General Isoroku Yamamoto was in charge. The Japanese Army head officers thought that attacking Pearl Harbor would be the best place because Hawaii would become a state in a few months and ships started coming in. The bombing on Pearl Harbor made President Roosevelt, intent on bolstering America's battered morale, summoned his armed forces commanders to the White House to demand a bombing raid on Japan as soon as possible. Adolf Hitler did not know about the bombing until later that night when he found out. When he found out, he was pleased with Japan. 2 weeks later, America got into the war and declared war on Japan. The people at home were as much involved as those fighting on the front. Every aspect of daily life was affected. Bombing brought the war to people on a daily basis. Food and new clothes were rationed. School was disrupted and factories now turned out bombs and other materials. Everyone fought hard to win the war. Then, finally, the conflict was trying to be stopped by the Allied powers: USA, Great Britain, China, and the Soviet Union. Hitler killed himself on April 30th, 1945, along with his wife Eva Braun, who was married to him for less than 40 hours. Then on September 2nd, 1945, the Japanese surrendered to the USA. The war was over and finally everyone got to go home and see their families. All of Hitler's allies broke apart and everyone went back to living their lives. Some, however, did not get the chance. More than 60 million people died during World War II. We now have many memorials honoring the people that died for our country. Hitler wanted to show France and Britain how powerful he was, but instead it grew out into the world. He wanted power and attention. We should always remember what World War II was. It gave us an understanding of what war really is. Adolf Hitler wanted power and wanted to show the world how great he and Germany was. In the end, showing them did not go as planned. This is very important to look back on. We do not want to start another world war when we look back at World War II.
Could hold the world, but it'll never be enough.